Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope the second trading week of the year is treating everyone nicely so far. And if you find yourself holding any of my 2026 portfolio picks, you might find yourself pretty happy. It's up 14% so far. We'll get to the performance of those stocks in just a moment. Some very popular stocks. You might be holding these stocks. But I've got one last stock this evening. And tonight, we're going to focus on the small caps, the Russell 2000 roaring to new highs for the last few trading sessions. Thus, tonight, we'll take a look at the top 10 stocks in the Russell 2000 and focus on one stock in particular, going to be my last pick for my 2026 portfolio. So if you want to see the results of the portfolio so far and find out that one remaining stock pick. So if this is something that you're interested in, stick around and let's get started. All right, now we're taking a look at the top 10 stocks in the Russell 2000. These are the small caps here. Even though they're small caps, the reason why these stocks made it to the top of the list, they're the stocks with the highest combination of overall value, safety, and timing. So they're small caps, but we're going to focus on the company's fundamentals. These are the top 10 picks. The stock I chose for my 2026 portfolio, Muller Industries, ticker symbol MLI. It was a tough pick between these 10 stocks. These are phenomenal stocks here. Just taking a look at our proprietary indicators, RV, RS, and RT, favorable ratings across the board. Again, these indicators are on a 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 unfavorable. Buy recommendations as well across the board. But this stock was one of the most undervalued stocks in the list. When we compare value to price, that ratio came in at 1.34. So it is one of the most undervalued top rated stocks in the Russell 2000. In addition to that, RV, 1.5 phenomenal rating, relative safety coming in at 1.44, the second highest rating in the list. Again, this is a smaller cap company, so I'd like to have some safety with this stock pick in this position, giving it to me. And with RT, the technical indicator coming at 1.57, the technicals in favor of the bulls right now, buy rating in place. As you scroll over to the right, forecasted data, 8% on the sales growth rate side, 20% on the earnings growth rate side. But look at the forecasted earnings per share, $7.68 per share. So now that we've gone over our proprietary indicators, let's take a look at the chart of MLI. All right, just taking a look at candlesticks. Look at the steady eddy nature of this stock over the last year here. Lower left, upper right, steady ascending channel just finally broke out to the upside of that channel over the last few trading days. The green line above the candlesticks, that is our valuation. The valuation of the company continues to climb. We value the stock $176.83 currently. That is not a price target, just what we currently feel the stock is worth. And a strong buy rating on this position for quite some time now. Taking a look at RT relative timing down below. Let's use a date line here. RT relative timing coming favorable as early as May 2025. The close that day, $75. Price action now currently $132. And down below, we do have our earnings per share, the leading 12-month forecasted earnings per share. Nice, steady stair-step fashion, lower left, upper right, and with earnings per share coming in at $7.68 and a nice, steady price action over the last few months. This was just a no-brainer pick and why I wanted to have it in my 2026 portfolio. If you found yourself frustrated in 2025 with your portfolio results and you want to enhance those, potentially making them better in 2026, give VectorVest a shot. For right now, 99 cents. Just go to VectorVest.com/YT to take advantage of this limited time offer. Before we get to my portfolio, and these are paper trading portfolios, this is something that Glenn, the former instructor here at VectorVest, did for the last 2 years. And he got over 20% with his stock picks at the beginning of the year and simply held them in a portfolio over that year. So I want to beat 20% because that's clearly where he set the benchmark the last 2 years in a row. Now, these are his picks starting January 2nd, the first trading day of the year. They're up 4.49%. I also did a second portfolio Glenn's 2026. And the only difference with this portfolio is instead of just starting all of these stocks January 2nd, I've actually been buying and entering these positions for the last 4 weeks. And with me entering in the positions, doing slightly better than just starting out at the beginning of the year at 6.18%. Now, for his stock picks, he had Broadcom, Axon Enterprise, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Micron, Netflix, NVIDIA, and Oracle. Now, me and him, we both have Micron and Netflix for this year's picks. And instead of choosing NVIDIA, I simply selected TSM. So now that you know the backstory of these picks, let's go ahead and jump over to my portfolio. I've been doing videos on these stocks right here for about the last month or so, filling up my positions over the last 4 weeks. Now, I did resort these stocks by their ROI. You can see the top winner so far, UAMY, my average share price, $5.93. Along with that, I have iShares, Silver Trust of 32%, IREN, ISSE of 25%, Micron, Taiwan Semi, Spider Gold shares up slightly, Orla Mining as well as Vino Silver and Gold Mines up 4.73%. I just entered MLI today, so you can see the stock rather flat on its ROI. Meta Platforms along with Netflix giving me a little bit of trouble to start off the year, but nonetheless up almost 15% in the second week of 2026. Now these positions, we're going to hold on to them all year round. So if you're actually holding on to these stocks yourself, the one thing I will tell you is make sure you have a plan in place, some kind of stop criteria, some kind of line in the sand. If you don't have one already, you can use something like RT or the VectorVest stop price, something to ensure that the trade just doesn't become emotional. Now, 2025 was a pretty volatile year with geopolitical tensions, and as we're seeing, 2026 doesn't seem much different. So as you can tell, I have created somewhat of an insulation to some of those geopolitical concerns just in case problems are to arise. Now, I wish everyone the best luck in trading and investing in 2026. If you enjoyed these stock picks over the last month, hit that like button. Now, if you're new and stuck around and want to learn more in 2026, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next week. Good night.
Yeah.